Hello, it's Taylor Kyle here again, and today we're going to be talking about the Elmsley count. Alright, I know a lot of other people have covered this here on YouTube before, but I'd like to do it a little different. We're actually going to talk about where this came from because I want to give as much information as you want about the original creator of this move. This move allows you to stealthily hide a card from somebody in a pile of 4. So you'd have 4 cards, you'd count 4 cards, but they would not realize that one of those cards was different than the rest. This is what it's used for. It's super useful. So we're going to talk about Alex Elmsley. He was the person who created this trick. So a little bit about the history of him. He was actually a super big nerd. Some of you might relate to this. He loved science and math, and the reason why you can tell this is because he studied physics, I guess, in college, and math as well. Now from there, he actually did several different jobs. Apparently he dealt with patents at some point, so like people who come up with inventions. But anyways, after that he became like a computer engineer, not engineer, what would you call it? Somebody who works on computers and basically helps people with that. And that's what he did for a good portion of his life. He also did some teaching of magic, and he included several other tricks that he created in some of this stuff. So I'm going to tell you some of the other tricks he created that he's well known for. This would be the 4 card trick, between your palms, point of departure, and diamond cut diamond. So kind of interesting. If you'd like to learn more about him, there's going to be a link down below, but I don't want to take up too much time on that since you're here to actually learn this awesome move. So let's check out what the move looks like. All right. So let's take a look at how this trick is done. It's pretty simple, it's pretty direct, and basically what's going to happen with this trick is you're counting cards. So what it looks like is this: you say, look, I have here a bunch of cards. I'm going to take one of those cards, I'm going to take another one of those cards, another one of those cards, and finally the last card. You can see there's 4 cards, just like that. Now, of course, one of them's flipped over, and it just creates the illusion that you've counted all 4 cards. Now let's learn how that actually works. And how that works is that you actually have this flipped over card second from the bottom. This flipped over card could be, of course, a different colored card. It could be a card with a different colored back. Whatever you want to hide can go here. You can even use multiple cards if you want. So that's the super cool thing about it. So here's how you're going to practice it. I'm going to break it down in slow motion. So what you do is you start with the cards in your left hand, and you go to put them into the right hand, pinched between the fingers. Now to do this, if you use your thumb and your pointing finger, use your thumb to push up like this, adjust that top card a little bit over, and then you're going to place it at the very tips of the fingers. Notice exactly where it is and copy this, okay? Now once you've placed it here, you're going to show this left hand empty. You're going to come over and use the thumb of the left hand to pull that card over. Now once it's here, what's going to happen is you're going to come over and pull another card, or it's going to look like you're going to pull one card. But what's actually going to happen with the card in your left hand is it's going to go underneath and be put back there, all right? But they're not going to know that. So you're going to put it underneath like that, but where they can't see it, lined up, all right? And to do that, while you pull over a card, is you're going to actually use these fingers, and you're just going to slightly push forward. If you do this at pace, these 2 will move together. See, there's actually 2 cards here together, but they've moved together. So that's what you want to do. You want to use these fingers to just push a little bit. They'll move together, and then you're going to slide this bottom card underneath, and then you're going to use this thumb from the left hand to pull over the 2 cards together, just like that, 2 cards together. Now you're going to pull them over in this hand, and then you're going to pull one more card, and that leaves the last card, and it looks like this. You say, look, I have some cards here that, of course, is 1, 2, 3, 4 cards like that. Now the nice thing to remember is if you do this movement with your thumb, it will make the cards make a sound. The sound will sound the same every time as long as you do it at the same speed, and you make sure to kind of do the same flipping motion with the cards. It just takes a lot of practice. The most difficult part of this trick is going to be pushing the cards over without having them split. When you're down to the last 3 cards and you use these 2 fingers to just push over the top 2, right? See how they didn't split here? Then obviously they're going to want to split some of the time, right? Just because you're not used to doing this move. And so that's going to be the most difficult part. But once you get beyond that, the next thing you need to really pay attention to is the sound. You want to make sure that when you take every single card off of the pack that you have in your hand, right? that it makes the same sound. And it's also timed at the same pace. Timing is super important as well. Once you have the timing down and you have the sound down, you will have mastered this trick. If you're wondering where the trick is, why didn't you teach a trick in this episode? The reason why is because I figured I should teach the move first, have you guys practice it and learn it, and then I will be teaching a trick that you can use this in. I just figured it's better if you really perfect it first, right? And so I gave you everything to do that. Hopefully have a lot of fun with that this week. Now, hopefully you've enjoyed the instruction that I've given on the Elmsley count, and if you want to support this channel, you can. I actually now have a Patreon open. So if you want to check that out, it's going to be one of the links down below, and you can of course help this channel out. It'll help me do more reviews and help me make more content teaching magic like this. So we had a giveaway this week. Who won? Well, his name's Aaron, and I already sent him an email. Hopefully he's checking his email, so he's hopefully seen it. If not, hopefully he's watched this video as well and now realizes that he has won. Or if anybody's watching this, go check your email, see if you won. Anyways, the fact is he won the first deck of playing cards. Oh, I have it upside down. Anyways, here it is. Here's what he won. He's going to get this sent to him. It's going to be super awesome. And remember, you can always join the email list down below. All you have to do, of course, is click the first link, enter your email and name, and just follow the instructions that are there, and he'll be put on the list. Now, the list means that you are guaranteed to get updates on the course that's coming out here on YouTube. All right, I've been trying to create it. This is basically the first episode. It's not actually the first episode, but I made it because somebody asked me to do an episode on the Elmsley count. But anyways, yes, it's really exciting to see all this coming together. If you enjoy what I do here, then remember, please smash that like button. And of course, subscribe while you're at it. I want to thank you for your time, and I'll see you again soon.